Okay, so we have files of a room, so we have the two walls and the floor. I'm going to show you in this video how to apply texture mapping and bump mapping. Texture mapping is when an image of a texture is applied to a model to make it look realistic. So it works a little bit like wallpaper. It is two-dimensional and it only gives the impression of a texture. And bump mapping is mapping that's used with texture mapping to apply little bumps to an object, and this allows the object to have three-dimensional bumps and it gives it a more realistic look. So let's go first of all to our appearance file, and I'm going to search for brick. And what I'm looking for is this one here. So I'm going to select the two walls, and then I'm going to click the little up arrow, and that will attach the texture to the walls. If I double click on this, you can see that this is the texture we're applying. Underneath here, we also have the option of applying a bump map. And you can turn the bump map up or down, depending how much texture you wish to apply to this particular wall. So we'll cancel that just now. When you're checking bump maps, it's important that you go to View and you change your visual style to realistic, otherwise you will not see any changes. So when I zoom in here just now, I go back to this. As I turn the bump map down, you will see in the image the texture going down. So you might want to play around with this until you get the texture that you prefer. But in this case, I'm quite happy to add it to its full maximum. So I'm going to apply that. I'm going to cancel. I'm now going to apply a texture to the floor. So select Appearance, search for flooring and then select whatever you prefer. I'm going to select white ash. I'm going to select this surface and I'm going to select the up arrow. Now, once I select this, I might want to go here and select here and look and see if we have anything in the Edit command. So I can see the texture. If I open up the relief map, there might be a bump map. In this case, you can see when I turn this up, you can see the bumps quite clearly. So in this case, possibly want to turn that down. One final thing, the walls look too big, the bricks are not to scale. So if I select this again, go back to the uneven rectangle, and I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to change the scale down until I find a scale that I'm happy with. Now once I change the scale of the texture, it's important that I then open up the bump map and change the scale of the bump map to exactly the same scale, or they will not merge together. Okay, so this is how to apply basic textures and bump mapping in Inventor.